Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft every day. And today I am so excited to bring you a run of the arenadirect sealed event. If we get 7 wins before our second loss, then we get a lorwyneclipsed collector booster box mailed to our house. I have gotten boxes in Dragonstorm Tarkir, Foundations, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I'm really hoping to add Lorwyn to that list. So let's jump right into it, and I really hope that I open some sweet on-color rares. So let's go kin binding. Let's go something really, really good. Tristan's Command is a very, very, very good bomb. Reese is pretty strong. Taster of Wares is awesome. This card exiles, basically forget about the whole goblin thing. You just enter, it enters, it's a goblin, so they reveal a card, and then they exile it, and if it's an instant or sorcery, you can play it. So basically, and you can spend mana of any type. So basically, this thing steals an instant or sorcery from their hand. Figure of Fable, top bomb in the format. This is Figure of Destiny, but it's a Kifkin instead. Amazing, amazing card. And Erdu, an absolutely top bomb. So here in the green, white, black space, we have amazing sets of rares. Winnowing can be good if you have a whole bunch of cards of the same creature type. It could happen, but more than likely it's not going to happen. And Celestial Reunion, this is good if you have enough cards of the same creature type that you can search for a card and put it into the battlefield. If you put it into your hand, it's not so good. Mirror Form is fun and Steam Vents can be cool, but we're really looking to build in the white, green, black space here. I think Abzan is the clear path if we can possibly do it because our rare quality is amazing. White is looking immediately like more of a support color to me. I have double Liminal Hold and Erdu and Shore Lurker, but really not that much going on overall. Wow, in blue, we have a whole bunch of cards. We have double Blossom Bind, Silvergill Mentor, Rhymekin Recluse is amazing, and then we have triple Tanafel Rhymespeaker. That's actually bad news for us. We don't want to have our cards split across colors like that. Our blue card quality is really strong, but our rares are all in the Abzan space. Black, we have, let's see, Scarblade Scout is fine, Taster of Wares, Gut Splitter Gang. Black is pretty bad overall. And actually, our red is looking pretty good. We have Cinder Strike. This is the other color that we didn't necessarily want to see a concentration of good cards in. Double Seer. Okay, red is looking okay. Now in green, this is where we're really hoping to see good stuff. Dundulan Weaver I love. This card's really good. Lissalin, a Dignitary, and Informant. Midnight Tilling is good for fixing us. And then we have a Shimmer Wild's Growth. That's going to be really nice if we want to go 3 colors. Okay, so look, we have the basics to try to go. Oh, and triple Wary Farmer. That is nice, because that means that whether we draw white or green, we get to play it. Okay, so I'm going to organize my cards in their color pairs, or in stacks of colors, but I'm really thinking I want to go Abzan. I'm going to need a really good reason not to. Okay, so this is my stack of cards. Okay, I mean, look, there's not that much to be decided here. I have Figure of Fable, Erdu, and Tristan's Command. We're going to be playing something in the green-white space. Oh yeah, and I also have... where's that guy? Taster of Wares. These are like top bombs in the format, and I have 4 of them. So the only question for us is, what do we have to do to get all those into one deck? I think the best way to do it is going to be green-white. My cards are good enough in green and white. I have a bunch of 2-drops. You need to survive while you're setting up your powerful stuff. So I have a bunch of 2-drops. I can play the 2 Foraging Wickermaws, Prideful Feastling, triple Wary Farmer, and Feisty Spikeling in that build. You know, it's kind of funny. There's like a super sweet and fun red-blue deck in here. Blossom Bind, Seer, Tanafel Rhymespeaker, and then Mirror Form for the top end. Like, that's where my heart lies. If I was just having fun at Friday Night Magic, that might be what I would do. But look, we're here to win boxes, and it's got to be the Curve Out and Figure Taster Erdu Tristan's game plan. And black does not look like a primary color. Boggart Prankster is totally random. We do have double Scarblade Scout, but then Gut Splitter Gang, Darkness Ascends, Blighted Blackthorn, Bilevile, just clunker after clunker after clunker after clunker. So we're totally on the white-blue with a black, white-green with a black splash plan. I know that's what I did in my video yesterday if you saw it. It didn't go so great, but this time the payoffs are way, way, way better. So let's see how that looks. Okay, I'm looking at something like this. I want to have more creatures compared to non-creatures. So I'm looking at maybe cutting, I mean, Shimmer Wild's Growth is probably not necessary with the double Foraging Wickermaw, and it's not a ramp deck, and that card is kind of a waste of space if you're not playing Vivid, if you're not very dedicated Vivid. Giltleaf's Embrace, maybe I can cut that as well. I don't think I'm getting into combat that much. I'm more just trying to rip off some bombs and win. I think the Foul Knight is probably worth it, but maybe... So Celestial Reunion is a tough one. My bombs don't really share creature types with other cards except Figure of Fable. But actually, it can be any creature. It's just you choose 2 creatures. If I have like 2 Kithkin, I can grab something and put it into play. This kind of card in Premier Draft is usually not that good because you usually put it into your hand and you're paying down on mana, 5 mana down to 4, for example, like 5 mana to get a 4-cost creature. But look, I actually think it's very possible for me to have either 2 elves or 2 Kithkin, especially 2 Kithkin. And, you know, because my card quality is really high, that's the other thing. It's often not good in Premier Draft because your card quality may not be super high, so the creature you get might not take over. But my card quality is high. Like if you do this and you slap down an Erdu, that's pretty good. Now, do I have enough to pay the black? I think so. I have 1, 2. Midnight Tilling counts as fixing, and then I have a swamp. Midnight Tilling isn't like perfect fixing, but it's half fixing. Oh, but there's another black, so maybe I will put in an extra one of these, chop down on a forest. Reese, I'm playing basically as protection, like Personify and Reese are both for just saving my bombs from removal. And I don't know, maybe Morkan's Eyes is not well supported here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm actually sold. I think I cut Morkan's Eyes. That's a great card in a synergistic deck, but this is not a synergistic deck. Now the question is, do I cut Celestial Reunion for something like Riverguard's Reflexes or just some responsible simple card here? Luminalisk or something? I don't think so, right? None of those are really worth it. And Tristan's Command is good even without the elves because you can bring back your bombs from your graveyard, for example, and destroy something, or overrun your stuff could be really good in my deck. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get clunkers with this deck, like Forging Wickermaw into Wary Farmer into Gallant Foul Knight, but basically I'm just trying to maximize the number of times that I get to draw one of my bombs and have it take over the game. All right, folks, I think I'm going to try this deck. Let's go win some boxes. If you want to watch me do another Arena Direct tomorrow and then a draft every single day after that, and if you want to get better at draft right along with me, go ahead and click subscribe using the link below. Okay, natural, all 3 colors. A little bit of a slow hand, and we are on the draw. So I'm hoping that they don't have the epic curve out here. I will say in sealed, curve outs are rarer than in draft. I think I'm just not going to Dundulin Weaver. I'd like to do that guy for value. My deck is really good in the late game, I think, so Crossroads Watcher, yep. Okay, that's our second white for Erdu, and we do have the Erdu. We do have the Erdu black mana, so I think I'm going to play a Wary Farmer. I will not block, I don't think, and then next turn I'm going to play a Mist Meadow Council. If they allow me, they might have, I don't know what, Blight Rot here or something. I'm anticipating they just play a creature. Yep, Dawnhand Eulogist. Let's see if they hit an elf in the bin. I mean, mill 3, there's a good chance that they do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's an elf. Wow, what a live series of draws. I'm going to take it this time, I think. I do have to get careful about how low I go. But I really like the idea of Mist Meadow Counseling next turn, drawing a card, and then having some blockers in place. I mean, 14 is pretty low. But I play this, hopefully draw a land or surveil a land on top. Yeah, no attacks. This thing does have menace as well, so I need to be careful about that. I think that can go in the bin. Yep. That can go in the bin. Next turn I can just play Erdu. Or I can save it if I want to, but I don't really need to. I mean, Tristan's Command and Dundulin Weaver all bring cards back. Wow. The opponent is just trying to mill me to death, and they put Deceit in there. They're just trying to drain me to death, yeah? All right, easy double block. I do take 4 going to 8, which is, you know, a little brutal. There is +2/+2, but there's nothing else here, so I feel very safe with this double block. Now, I could play Erdu. But it makes me feel a little bit afraid. Personify Blinking Mist Meadow Council is totally sweet, by the way. Do I just play Erdu? The problem is, suppose they remove my Erdu. I kind of want to personify Blinking Mist Meadow Council, then play Dundulin Weaver, bringing something back, but I need to not get crushed here. So what if I main phase personify Mist Meadow Council? Here's the idea. I don't want to get blown out by them removing Erdu. It really looks like they have +2/+2 and hexproof, so let's keep that in mind. I really don't want to get blown out by them removing Erdu, so I'm just going to flicker this guy, basically. Oh, Liminal Hold is a good one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash in a Dawnslide Archer and double block the Dawn Hand Eulogist and put the Mist Meadow Council in front of Crossroads Watcher. Then when they give +2/+2 and hexproof, they can't save their Eulogist because I'm putting 5 damage in blockers in front of it. So, or 5 power in blockers. So flash this guy in. If they have a Blight Rot, I could really be in trouble. Block, block, and block. And then I'm anticipating +2/+2 and hexproof on this guy. All right, they have it. No, they don't have it? Okay. Okay. That did just blank my Dundulin Weaver, unfortunately. But now I actually might Tristan's Command. Kind of like the idea of Tristan's Command, bring back. So destroy a creature and bring back 2 creatures. The other option is Erdu and nothing else, which doesn't feel too satisfying. So let's do this and this. So I will bring back, I kind of want to have an elf in the bin. So maybe it's Mist Meadow Council plus Lissalin a Dignitary. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would need a Kithkin to play this on discount, but I can play another creature next turn. So let's just do this. Oh, they may now actually have +2/+2 and hexproof. If they have it, then I'm a fool. I thought they would play it if they had it. That's so funny. I read them for that card, but I just thought that they didn't have it after they didn't play it last turn. That's so funny. That is really, really funny. They got me good. I mean, they basically said, I'm going to trick you. They said, it's time to trick you. Tricky person, tricky player. Well, let's play this. Oh, I cannot behold an elf, can I? So I actually can't play that right now. That's okay because... Oh no, I can behold an elf. I can behold a Reese. That's worth it. That's worth it. I really want to be able to, first of all, withstand some attacks. Liminal Hold did give me a nice rebate in HP, but I really want to play Erdu. That's what I really want to do. If I play Erdu with Reese up, then I'm feeling really good. And this giving me mana is important. And now, bonk, look at this. My deck is cracked. It's possible I won't win the event. Sometimes you just don't win events when you have an amazing deck. I'm going to play the figure, yeah. I'm going to play it. And then I'll just keep everything up. And if you kill something, I can Dundulin Weaver it. Wow, I mean, they really put me through my paces here. Look at what's in their graveyard. Eclipse Kithkin, Champion of the Perfect, and Deceit. We could have gotten some real trouble there. Okay, so I'm going to upgrade this guy. My turn. Play a land, flip it, and each other non-token creature has Persist. So I'm literally giving my Figure of Fable Persist. Yeah, that sounds fair. Attack, attack. And before damage, I'll buff it. And then I can also give it pro everything. Sounds worth it. I am very unlikely to die here because I go up to 10. My deck is ridiculous. Yeah, this is one heck of a sealed pool. I don't know if I'll trophy in the event. You still have to get lucky in the games. My opponent almost killed me here. They almost aggroed me out and killed me. We have to bear that in mind. But the deck definitely has the potential to do it. Absolutely no doubt I have the potential in these cards to go all the way. So that's 1-0, and on to the next one. All right, what do I think about this hand? It looks awesome. It looks awesome. This deck is so good. Again, I don't know if I'm going to win, but holy smokes, this deck is so good. Lissalina Informant into Taster of Wares, into Tristan's Command eventually. I don't know if I'll get my white, but white is one of my main colors. So I am more likely to find it. And I have 2 of the Scarecrows that fix. Wanderbrine Trapper can be good. It does require a lot of the Merfolk synergies though. Okay, there we go. We got our white mana. That's awesome. It does require the tap synergies to be really good. Okay, they're going to give me info about their second color before I surveil. I always love this when someone like puts something on the stack kind of randomly. They're like, haha, in response, I have something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want the 5th land? I kind of do, yeah. I kind of do. I think I just keep that on top. Perfectly happy with that. I will accept the trade because I feel very winning in the long run. Now, this looks like counter mana to me. This looks like counter mana. So I think what I'm going to do... This does not go very well with persist, does it? I don't know. Do I think they're running a counter spell here? They found an island, played an island. That kind of feels like counter mana to me. I don't really want to play into the counter. Should I just attack them? I don't want to get countered. They found an island, played an island. I think they probably have a counter. Do I attack? I don't want this game to go quickly. They could have the 2/2 flash. I'm going to play it safe. My hand is too awesome. I'm just going to sit on this. I'm hoping I win in the long run. So I'm saying you go ahead and do something so that I know that you're not going to counter me. End of turn. I'm actually just going to flash in. Well, hold on. Reese is kind of awesome if I do land Taster of Wares. Nah, I'm going to flash in the Reese. I just want to give them something to counter. I'm working on the assumption that they have a counter spell in their hand. Unlimited splash with the read. With the perfect read. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. Landing a Taster of Wares. We're going to rip something out of their hand, hopefully. Hopefully they have another instant or sorcery. I wonder if they have destroy target creature with mana value 2 or less. I don't know how this game is going to go, but I feel happy with how I'm playing it. That's all I can say. I wonder if they can destroy a creature with mana value 2 or less in response. Looks like it, yeah? No? Oh, they pick one card. Got it. So I get to make them exile their Tributary Vaulter. So, not totally sure how to interpret that. They must have a good hand, right? I'm just going to crash in. Yeah, so they're able to not show me an instant or sorcery if they have even one non-instant or sorcery. I never cast this card, and I think the only time it was cast against me, it was by a Goblin's deck. Creatures you control. So I could crash in for 6 next turn. That sounds good. Trying to set myself up for a Tristan's Command after that. I assume they'll play a land here. It kind of seems like they're stuck on lands and creatures. I don't want to peter out. Come on. If I draw, let's say, Erdu, I can play it. Like, Forging Wickermaw will let me play it. So I'm just going to... Okay, they pitched Stratosorer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, well, now we have Tristan's Command mana. So I'm just going to play this guy and crash in for... Sorry, not 6. 8. 8 damage. And now we're looking at Tristan's Command to overrun my team. Not trample, but I can destroy one of their creatures and overrun. It looks like we might just be pushing lethal. Deep Channel Duelist. Okay. If they have a land untapped, they can Trapper to tap my stuff down. So we have to think about that. Okay. So, all right. Now, okay, let's think for a second. I'm going to play a Plains. That's definitely true. Tristan's Command. Destroying, let's say, Gravelgill Scoundrel, pumping my team. If they tap, they actually die because they would take 12 damage. So they can't tap. They have to block 2 different creatures taking 6. So what would I most want to die on their team? It's got to be Wonderbrine Trapper, right? Or does everything have to die here? Because they have to chump block 2 creatures? Yeah. And there's nothing for 1 white. There's nothing for 1 white. Could I do better by copying an elf? No, I couldn't. So, okay, it's destroy a creature. So I'm going to destroy Wonderbrine Trapper, right? They're all going to die, right? But I guess they could double block something. No, they can't, right? All my stuff is getting +6 and they have to block 2. Yeah. So destroy that guy and my stuff gets +3. I can't help but feel in the back of my mind that there's a way that they don't take lethal. So they can tap here, tap a creature, and chump block 1 creature. In response to this, they tap a creature and they chump block 1 creature. So they don't die here, actually. But they lose 2 creatures. Yeah, so the way to not die is you have to tap right now. Oh no, when it resolves, I untap my creature. Tristan's command just does everything. When the spell resolves, my creature is going to untap. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Yeah, Tristan's command, totally fair Magic card. And that's a quick 2-0. Taster of Wares into Tristan's command. That'll do the trick. The games are going to get tougher as we go along, though. It's not going to be all easy all the time. So 2 wins. If we get 1 more win, we get some of our gems back. 2 more wins, and we're at least breaking even. I want to go all the way with this pool. I'm not going to be happy with 2 more wins, but at least getting my gems back would be nice. Natural all 3 colors. What did I say, by the way? In this kind of an event, you have to get lucky. You cannot win an event like this without a whole lot of luck. Feisty Spikeling. The number of times I've had a deck that I thought was awesome. It's a little awkward to behold Reese, but having a 2-3 against the first striker is nice. I'd say 50-50 they actually just attack with it here, and if they do, no question in my mind, I just block. All right, sure, that's perfectly fine. Celestial Reunion. I can behold 2 elves and put something into play. I can behold 2 elves and put something into play, right? Let me think about that. Oh, I'm sorry. This card actually does what I thought it did all along. The card that you find has to also be of that type, so I could only put an elf into play. I would want to do Figure of Fable, and to do Figure of Fable, I just need 2 Kithkin, and Dundulin Weaver plus Personify are both Kithkin. I cannot get Erdu with this card. Oh no, I can, kind of, because of Changelings, but not really. Yeah, I probably should cut this card. Well, I'm just gonna pass to their turn. An end of turn, maybe I'll personify my Dignitary to get a Changeling so that I can Celestial Reunion, but most likely I'm just going to flash in Reese. Yeah, that is going to get Liminal Holded, by the way. I think I flash in Reese just to get the board presence. They know about Reese, so I could personify, but I'm just going to spend the next turn Liminal Holding anyways, so sure. I'll give that guy Persist. Oh, Taster of Wares, you're a good one. I'm going to just get rid of Moon Vigil Adherence. You know what's kind of cool is Taster of Wares and then Personify, and then you have 2 goblins. That is backbreaking. That is what I want to do next turn. No questions asked. I almost want to attack with Reese to get it in the bin so that I can do that. Look at that combo, folks. Taster of Wares, Personify, and I think you get 2 goblins if you do that. I do not have a Kithkin right now. So let's do Taster of Wares. It's not totally ideal when I can't personify yet, but now can it be a... Yeah, okay. So I actually can Celestial Reunion for 3 on Miss Meadow Council and Dundulin Weaver. I could do it for 2. For 1, I mean, and get Figure of Destiny. Is that what or a Figure of whatever, Fable? Is that what I should do? Kind of seems grotesquely awesome. Do that for 1 and I'm actually holding up Personify. Yeah, just put a Figure of Fable in play and then I'm holding up Personify or just buffing the figure. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I kind of want to do the whole Taster thing later. So let's just make sure I'm reading it right. So behold 2 creatures, search for a 1/1 or 1 mana spell, and then do this. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Tap, tap, or behold, behold. You do get to see my whole hand, but you don't see Personify, and Personify is what matters. And then let's slap a Figure of Fable into play. That's pretty freaking cool. And then I actually will attack with Reese now, I think. I think it's time. Is it time? Nah, I kind of just want to sit on my heels here. You get a 1/1, okay. Now, I do want Dundulin Weaver to be able to bring back a Liminal Hold if need be. Okay, I mean, this does tap me down from Personify, but I will up the figure. If they kill it, that's actually okay. Oh, another Liminal Hold. My deck is so out of control. I'm just going to go with Taster of Wares, and then I want to do the whole Personify thing, right? Can you tell I'm having fun? Now, this is like not the greatest because, but suppose they kill it here. I'm just going to Dundulin Weaver it and get to do it again. All right, goodbye to your forest. This is so funny. No attacks end. You make a 1/1. I accept. They could be leading up to, what's the Kithkin? You know, they have black for something. They could have Tristan's Command and really get me, by the way. Tristan's Command and really get me. It could happen. Okay, figure I technically can activate, but it's just doing the ability again. All right, so I'm going to Personify Taster of Wares, rip 2 cards out of your hand. If it's a removal spell, then I get to play Dundulin Weaver. So this guy comes back. Let's see what's in your hand, please. So now I can see if it's Tristan's Command. All right. Goodbye, Gallant Foul Knight. That's what they were bulking up for. The Foul Knight prep. Do I just attack with Figure of Fable and offer like a big trade? They don't have the buffer, right? So yeah, attack with Figure, and then I'm just going to Dundulin Weaver it from the bin. I would say that's a pretty nice attack. In with this, in with this. Kind of like that. You can like quintuple block the Figure. I'm just going to buff it. All right, no matter what, I'm just going to buff it. And maybe they're trying to draw Tristan's Command. That's my guess, something like that. But next turn, Figure of Fable, if I can get a land, it's going to have pro everything. You do have a lot of 1/1s. If they have some go wide payoffs. Thought Weft Imbuer. Oh, that's what they were looking for. Thought Weft Imbuer. I didn't even think about that. Well, I'll chump with the Changeling, right? That's probably my worst card. I could chump with something like Taster of Wares, but yeah, no, I'll chump with the Changeling. And then we're just going to Liminal Hold the Thought Weft Imbuer. Yeah, technically I could go in with Figure here, but let's just get rid of that guy. Play a land. Do I just go in with Figure again? If they want to trade 4-for-1 or whatever, I actually don't mind, especially now that I see what they're playing at. Basically, what if I just go in with this team? I kind of want to put a lot of pressure on. And they're in top deck mode. Let's do this. I'm holding Dundulin Weaver. If you triple block Figure, I'm pretty happy. I did tap wrong, or the auto tapper tapped wrong, so I can't Dundulin Weaver this turn. It's too bad. All right, fair enough. So they're playing to an out, a go wide payoff here. Still. Oh, I just got an elf in the bin. Yeah, they finally let my Reese die. So then I get to play Mist Meadow Council, which they did not know about. Draw forests. Okay. And next turn, we're going to make a 7-8 pro everything, unless they kill something here, unless they kill it here. All right, let's try it. I'm going to just see if I can up my Fable. Next, in with Figure, in with Mist Meadow. My deck is awesome. This is one of the best sealed pools I've ever opened. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I mean, we still need to get lucky. We still need to get lucky. But so far, it's been smooth as butter. And yeah, I was really liking that play with Celestial Reunion. All right, well, hey, at least we get some gems back. No matter what happens, my friends, at least we get some gems back. But we have a long road. We have to rip off 4 more wins before we lose twice. So good luck to us. On to the next one. All right, it has been too easy so far. and I didn't want to curse myself, but I felt that we were in for a rougher one, and I opened this hand, and it looks like a normal deck, you know? It looks like a normal deck. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to mulligan it back. I have turn 2 Whistling Informant. I can Surveil. Well, there you go. That's a better card. In comes Tristan's Command to make me feel better. Do I want the fourth, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth land? I think Tristan's Command, look, it's better as a late game card. But I have things to do for the next 2 turns. Yeah, I mean, if I go turn 3, Foraging Wickermaw, turn 4, Gallant Foul Knight, turn 5, hopefully I find something in that time, and then turn 6, Tristan's Command, that's just a good curve out, right? They can destroy target creature, okay, yeah, with mana value 2 or less, but they don't have it, or they didn't play it. They may be stuck on black. They may be stuck on black. Yep, this is a good card. This is a good card here, I think, right? I'd like to just play that and then play the Foul Knight, maybe. I think it's a good card. It's just got a decent-sized body in a situation where, oh, they're not stuck at all. They have a Mythic. At the beginning of your upkeep, this is Bitter Blossom. You make a 1/1. Incredible card. One of the great cards of all time. So I misread this as they might be stuck on black, but it was just a Mythic that, you know, no one would think to play around. At least I wouldn't. Anti-Sentence. You take Gallant Foul Knight out of my hand. Annoying, and you get to see that I have Tristan's Command. Tristan's Command, though, pretty hard card to play around. I guess I'm glad I kept the 3/3 on top. But yeah, I don't really get to attack here. I don't... Well, Whistling Informant is just going to suck no matter what, right? But I would rather save that for Tristan's Command so that I can go give my guy +3/+3. Then I'll play a Wary Farmer. Yeah, this could definitely be an uphill battle. The opponent, I mean, Bitter Blossom is one of the most powerful effects ever printed in Magic, period. I have to imagine this is like among the very, 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 very best cards in the format. Curel to trigger your Bitter Blossom, copy your Bitter Blossom trigger without having to pay an extra life. Into Marrow Sky Swimmer. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, folks. If I can land and keep Erdu, okay, that helps, right? Dawn's Light Archer helps because I get to block Bitter Blossom. Yeah, well, I'll just attack with Wary Farmer. I doubt they will block. Let's see if it happens. I mean, they have an absolute army of 1/1s. And then if I get another land, oh, they're just going to double block. Okay. A little scary. I don't mind that. Wow. Bitter Blossom Bearer. That's a game-defining card. Okay. Copy the trigger. So they are tapping down. You only have to tap... Oh, you tapped... They're not going to attack me with the Bitter Blossom Bearer. They figured it out. They figured out my wilds here. Well, I'm still going to play Dawn's Light Archer, of course. And then my idea is just Tristan's Command, killing Bitter Blossom Bearer and pumping my team. But, you know, they probably have an answer for Tristan's Command given the 1,000 years that it has been face up. Killing Foraging Wickermaw? No. So they don't care about Tristan's Command. Interesting. Well, I'll Dawn's Light Archer. And I think let's actually just block the 1/1 and I can take 3. I have a high life total, so it's not so bad. I could bring back the 2 permanents from my graveyard as well. Celestial Reunion. Okay. 2 creatures, so I can't use Tristan's Command for this? Oh, that sucks. And I'm 1 mana short of finding Erdu, which is my main way out of this situation. Okay, maybe Celestial Reunion is bad. I don't know. Maybe it actually is bad. Wow. I can't get Erdu. So I can't reveal... I'm assuming I can't call Elf here. I don't want to save this to get Erdu. I could get Reese. What if I get Reese? Sounds kind of annoying for them to play around Reese. I have to get something. I have to get something. I could also get Dundulin Weaver. That sounds worse. So I'll put this into my hand and then attack with Dawnslide Archer. Just make it really hard for them to block. They could just chump block, though. They could just chump block. Kind of feels like a waste of that card, but I don't think I can just sit on my haunches here. Wow, Bitter Blossom, Bitter Bloom Bearer, just defining the entire game for us. Brutal. I mean, I could have gotten Figure of Fable, I guess, and tried to put together counterplay. Maybe that would have been better, to be honest. Maybe I should have gotten that and then played it and then leveled it up once. And then next turn I'm trying to level it up twice and then 3 times. Could be. It really could be that that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I was supposed to do. But look, when I get one more card, when I get one more land, I can Tristan's Command on the Bitter Bloom Bearer. If I have 3 creatures in play. Okay, if I have 3 creatures in play at that time, then I buff my whole team and they get into a situation where blocking becomes really important for them. I'm not sure if it was right to tap down the Dawnslide Archer. I'm actually really not sure. I could take a bunch of damage here. I will take a bunch of damage here. They are paying a lot of HP. And I can keep the fairy population low, hopefully, with these attacks. You know, actually winnowing would be really good here because I could target Kirill and just kill all of the... I guess I just don't... like, one weakness of my deck is definitely that I'm low on removal. Slumbering Walker, holy smoke. So even if I kill the guy now, I'm toast. Even if I kill Bitter Bloom Bearer, it comes back. That's pretty bad for me, right? That's... You know, I have to say, I think that's pretty bad. It's looking pretty hard to win this game. Essentially unwinnable, I would say, but you can bring back your Marrow Sky Swimmer. Essentially an unwinnable situation. So that's too bad. I mean, turn 2 Bitter Bloom Bearer has to have like a 80+% win rate in this format, to be honest with you. That's one that even a deck like mine really cannot do anything about. I think we're probably done here. I guess I'll play on only to see if I get Erdu. Erdu is the only thing that can save me. Now they can attack with Bitter Bloom Bearer, bring it back with Slumbering Walker. Yeah, turn 2 Bitter Bloom Bearer. Not really much to do about that. It has a 58% win rate in the format overall, game in hand. But turn 2 win rate must be much, 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 much higher. I guess if I had removal for it, you know, that would have done something. I guess I'm looking for, can I get Erdu? Can I get Erdu and have them not remove it? That's really the only consideration. Maybe if I gotten my lands a little bit sooner, I could have Tristan's commanded this earlier. That would be the way for me to win, right? Drawing another land like a lot sooner would have been the way for me to win this game. But I did all that I could. I surveilled a land to the top and I never put a land on the bottom. So I did everything I could to get a land. Oh, well, you know, we have 2 losses to give. So if this is the way that I go down, I'm unlikely to face a more powerful start than turn 2 Bitter Bloom Bearer. So, but also the decks just get better and better and better as you go along, right? Sun Dappled Celebrant. Yeah. Okay. You have something in the bin? No way. A land would be nice. Okay. So now I'm going to... So I can Tristan's Command. Okay. So let's see how this would work. Tristan's Command and give my stuff +3. They can block like Slumbering Walker into the Wick. Or no. I would kill Slumbering Walker and give my stuff +3. chump block, chump block, chump block, chump block, right? Probably. The other option is that I just kill Slumbering Walker, let them make a bunch of 1/1s, copy Dawn's Light Archer, and just see if I can push through. Kill Slumbering Walker, give myself +3 in attack with everything. Nothing has trample, so they would take 0 damage. Block, 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 block. They could kill something with the Celebrant. Yeah, it's not worth it. So yeah, I'm just going to destroy a creature and make a copy of an elf. So they have 8 turns to kill me. They can absolutely do that in 8 turns. So this plan is not very good. This plan is not very good. They have 8 turns to kill me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 damage in the air. Well, okay. I'll make another Dawn's Light Archer and I'll kill Slumbering Walker. This would have been really good like 100 turns ago against the Bitterbloom Bearer. But you can only do what you can do, right? And that guy can go straight in the bin. It's 2 turns for it to even get me any life back. I want one simple card. I want Erdu, my 5/5 flying lifelinker, and then I want it to survive. That's all I want in life. They have 7 turns to kill me now. Just put Erdu on top of this deck. Just put Erdu on top of this deck. That's all. And make sure my opponent doesn't have any removal. Another way to do that would be I get Taster of Wares, take the removal out of your hand, remove your Bitterbloom Bearer, and then I draw Erdu. That would be the other way to win. My deck is so powerful that even in this situation... What are they doing? Oh, double. They're blighting onto Bilevile Boggart, copying its trigger, but they copied the blight trigger. What else are they blighting onto? That's what I don't understand. Did they mean to copy the Bilevile Boggart trigger? Probably. This is strange. Oh, they can just no, they can't. They already used this. So what? I don't get it. They copied the blight trigger, not the Bilevile Boggart trigger. So that's a blunder by the opponent, but they probably won't pay for it because they're so far ahead. Okay, block there and block there. Take 5 and triple block over here. Looks correct. All right, Erdu. Let's top deck Erdu. That's all that it is. They can remove counters to draw cards. That's pretty good for them. Erdu. 5, 6. Yeah, they're representing lethal. Let's make them do it, but they're representing lethal. Too bad. Too bad. All right, on we go. No attacks, end. Too bad. Then they have a Taster of Wares. Yeah, really good. They just play it to brag about their card quality, I guess, while they're delivering a lethal attack. Yeah, I mean, if I'd found Liminal Hold turn 4 or something, I think this would have been a pretty winnable game, but I didn't, and it wasn't. So, good for the opponent. Slumbering Walker is an amazing card, and then Bitterbloom Bearer is an amazing card. So, they had the bombs to get there, and their bombs outclassed my bombs. The one thing that I could have done differently, I could have, instead of finding Reese, which really didn't make that big of a difference, I could have found Figure and then tried to race by making the Figure a 7/8 protection from them. That was probably a missed opportunity. Probably I actually just should have done that. The reason that I didn't was I really wanted to draw land and play Tristan's Command, and the Figure plan would take... First you play Figure, that's 1 turn. Like you search Figure and play it, that's 1 turn. You level Figure up twice, that's a 2nd turn. Then you make Figure the 7/8, that's a 3rd turn. So by then I probably would be dead. And as it turns out, and I really wanted to play Tristan's Command, as it turns out, I didn't even have that time. So, but that would have given me a better chance than Reese. I was just hoping to play Reese, draw the land, play Tristan's Command, shoot them, overrun, attack, and just shut everything down. But that's not how it turned out because I couldn't get that land for Tristan's Command for like 5 turns. So that's how it goes. Tough beat because I think that my deck is amazing, but hey, we lost to probably one of the best starts you can possibly have in the format. So good for the opponent. All right, on to the next one. We have one more loss to give. If I win one more game, at least I get my gems back. Okay, so after that game, I actually cut some random 2/1 the 2/1 changeling and I put in winnowing, because winnowing would have gotten me out of that situation. I don't know how good a swap that is, but feels like just having a little bit more power for a situation like that is a good idea. Can I keep this hand? So I have 8 forests and 2 foraging wicker maws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in my deck are unplayable without forest. So it's more likely that I draw a green source. Oh yeah, only 7 left. It's more likely that I draw a green source than that I draw a card that needs green. And I'm on the draw. I'll keep, and I have a 2-drop. It's not a great 2-drop. It's basically just a flash grizzly bear. Warrior Farmer's a pretty good one. I don't think I'll play Reese turn 2 unless I have to. I would like to use the ETB effect. Oh my goodness, this card. The thing about this card is that it's unremovable. Hopefully I can snap it with Reese though. That would be really nice. It's unremovable because it costs 6 mana to liminal hold that guy. But there's nothing for them to play around here at common or uncommon, so I'm hopeful that they just don't. All MTG logic says they should attack. Yeah, okay. So Reese did a very nice job here. No first strike or anything, right? All right, that was a really implausible way for the opponent to get got. I would feel bad for them, except, you know, I'm trying to win. So if Warrior Farmer survives, then we do get to play Miss Meadow Council next, and we hit our green drop, our green land. Down comes the Foraging Wicker Maw. I'll take the down guard for sure, because I want to play Miss Meadow Council. If they have Assert Perfection, sucks to suck, but okay, looks like they don't have it. I get to pay the reduced cost. They don't have it when it matters. So slap this guy down, draw a Dawn's Light Archer. That's actually kind of nice. I would like one of my bombs, but yeah, I mean, Miss Meadow Council is probably the one that's going to block, so why not crash in for damage, right? Oh, do you have +2/+2 in first strike? Looks like it. Okay, Protective Response. That is just fine. That is just fine. In a deck packed with rares with really good bombs, I'm very happy to get cards like that out of their hand. I do need to draw some of my bombs, but Liminal Hold. Oh, heck yes. So I can Liminal Hold their Liminal Hold, gain 2, and draw a card. Sounds good. Another land. Looks like they were thinking about playing another land. I can only think about playing lands. That's all I have. All right, I'm just going to Liminal Hold this. Get my card back and draw a card. Just feels like really good value. Taster of Wares is kind of nice, yeah. It would be nice to have the Changeling to make Taster of Wares better. So I did cut a Changeling that makes that better, but... Red mana, interesting. Okay. This is a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 8 lands left in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-lands. Okay. All right. Down comes Taster of Wares. I imagine we're not going to get an instant or sorcery out of their hand here. What if they're both sorceries? Okay, they had a land in their hand. Kind of makes sense. And then kind of just want to attack. Then they play a creature, crash in with a 4/4 down guard. I play Dawn's Light Archer. Kind of just want to attack. I don't really want to be too passive here. I hope I win in the long run because my card quality is grotesque, but you never know what people have in these events. So let's just try to claim the initiative and say, if I'm dealing 4 every turn, you need to find a way to deal damage back to me or removal. But please don't. The opponent has 3 wins, presumably. So their deck has got to be pretty good. And we haven't seen any really high quality card. Well, we saw the Bristlebane Battler. That's a really high quality card. But other than that. Shimmerwild's Growth. I'm really curious what they have for red. Are we going to get like Glisterbarand or something here? Green. Okay, so it is a 3-color deck. They're not attacking. Oh my goodness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 7 lands left out of 24 cards. Don't even really know what to say. Well, do I just attack with both now? Kind of feels like maybe they don't have anything, because they just haven't done anything for several turns. I get totally got here if they have a flash creature. I think I don't attack with both. Suppose they play a Dawn's Light Archer, grow their down guard. Then they can just eat Taster of Wares for free and trade with Mist Meadow Council. Then I'm in trouble. So let's just do that. Now that they're at 14, if they attack with a down guard, I wonder if I actually just take it, play Dawn's Light Archer, and then I'm attacking with everything. I just say, I'm the beatdown. You can deliver some blows to me. That's okay. But holy smokes, I want to draw some of my cards. What did I do wrong in this life? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. I'm speechless. I mean, I guess the opponent is maybe flooding out too, but I honestly don't know what they're drawing. I could have played the Dawn's Light Archer a few turns ago. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Am I supposed to just play Dawn's Light Archer on their turn? I don't really want to. What do they have? Just don't have something amazing, please. So I have 5 lands left. I have less than a 1 in 4 chance, almost a 1 in 5 chance. Oh, you've destroyed target artifact. That's annoying. Or destroy target enchantment. 3 mana, destroy target enchantment. That's pretty annoying. Then you liminal hold my Mist Meadow Council again, probably. Pyrrhic Strike, killing 2 creatures. And exiling my Taster of Wares. Well, I had like 25 turns to draw anything except a land and get out of this situation. I had 1,000 turns to draw anything. And I would have threats on the board. Sun-Dappled Celebrant. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a way to lose with such a grotesquely good deck as well. Yeah. I can't imagine winning. I think I just protect my life total at this point. Wow. I guess if I top deck Winnowing, Tristan's Command, Airdo would do it. Liminal Hold. What? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lands in a row. I have 4 lands left in this whole deck. The cards that would get me out of this: Liminal Hold, Airdo, Tristan's Command, Winnowing. Even if I got Foraging Wickermaw, Celestial Reunion, and I could go for Airdo. Yeah, I mean, it's like hard to come up with appropriate words here. Wow. 10, 11, 12. This is like the best pool I'll ever get in sealed. I have 2 draws to get out of this situation now. Worry Farmer is not going to do it. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My deck is so packed with high quality cards. I'll just take it. I mean, next turn I'll chump block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6, 7 cards the whole game. Well, this gives me some chump blockers. This gives me some chump blockers. I can't even. I mean, I can't even. I don't even have words. I do have some chump blockers. Personify is worth a few turns, right? It's worth 3 turns. We go to blockers. I block with Worry Farmer. Flicker it. Gives me a 1/1. If they have removal, it's kind of annoying. But then I have Worry Farmer and also a 1/1. If they kill it, that's annoying. But you do not have Trample. Unless they can give it Trample. If they can give it Trample, I just lose. Okay. Shadow Urchin. When it attacks Blight 1. Okay, now this is interesting. So when it attacks Blight 1, when a creature you control with one or more counters on it dies, exile that many cards from the top of your library, and then you can play those cards. Yeah, so you can Blight onto this guy and then draw 3 cards. Ugh. Well, I think I have to get rid of Sundappled Celebrant, right? You get to draw 3, though. Honestly, would I rather get rid of Shadow Urchin? Is this better than 3 cards? Until your next end step. Well, I do get to double block the Shadow Urchin, so I guess I just have 1 chance. I could also Liminal Hold their Liminal Hold, getting back Taster of Wares. But I think I just Liminal Hold the Sundappled Celebrant. So I go to 7, maintain some life. Maybe, you know what? Like, maybe I was supposed to play Dawn's Light Archer earlier and just start attacking more. That's very possible. I guess I'll end. So they attack with Shadow Urchin. I'm going to block with Wary Farmer. They're going to Blight onto Foraging Wickermaw, draw 3, and maybe play like 3 creatures here. 1, 2, 3. Or I'm going to double block, I mean. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a combat trick. Okay. And then can they just play everything? Yeah. Wow. This is a situation that I just never should have been in. How many lanes in a row did I draw? Seriously, how many lanes in a row was that? Like 7 or something? For me to still be in this game is already an absolute miracle. And now they get to draw 3. At least there's like probability 0 that I draw another land. I have 4 lands left out of 19 cards, so it can happen, but it's not likely. You're going to draw a card? Yeah, makes sense. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we're at 13 now. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I have 4 cards left out of 18. 4 lands left. Yeah, what's left in my deck? Celestial Reunion, Figure of Fable, Erdu, Tristan's Command, and Winnowing. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I always say in these events, you have to get lucky like many times in a row to win a box. But this deck, really, I should have gotten my gems back. Against this deck, we have like, their 2 rares are Shadow Urchin and Bristlebane Brawler. My deck is packed with top-notch cards. So against this deck, we would have had every chance of winning. Every chance of winning. But I didn't see cards I didn't draw. Like, I just listed 5 bombs that I did not draw. And we saw 1 really good card, Taster of Wares, and then every single land in our entire deck. So what a way to go down. But hey, that was like, last game that we lost was probably the best mythic to play on turn 2 in the game, I think. This game, we fought off Bristlebane Battler, the best rare probably on turn 2, and then we just hit one of the most remarkable streaks of Mana Flood I've ever had. That's magic. So I'll be posting another one tomorrow. If you do want to see that tomorrow, tune in for sure, and click subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Until tomorrow, I hope everyone else wins a lot of boxes and does not hit this kind of Mana Flood, and have tons of fun playing Magic, and don't be afraid to splash.